Hi there and welcome back. It's Tania from Tatty Treasures. If you're new, then welcome aboard, and if you are a returning subscriber, then it's always nice to have you back. Lots of links in the description. I'm starting a new project, which is the Gentleman collaboration kit, which is a kit between myself and Nanine at Collage Type. This kit's in both of our shops, different variations of the Gentleman, and I'm going to be using Tim Holtz things as well. So we've spent the last few sessions doing some backgrounds, and now we're doing some pages. We've had one session of doing pages, and I ran out of time, so we're back to finish this one off. So we cut out pages to size. I normally make journals with A4 paper, so folded in half, they're A5. So I've cut all these down that would fit my journal, and I've folded them in different ways to get a little bit of interest going. So I'm going to put some tissue on these, so for a different look, a different feel. I've chose the music, even though you probably won't really see it underneath, but you know, if you're using napkins and that, music paper's always very nice to have as your background. And I'm using these book pages, which, you know, aren't the greatest of they've not got the greatest images on, so and it's quite a shiny paper, so that's why I've chosen those. So because I only want to do one side, especially on video, I don't know if I'll do both sides or not, but for drying I'm just going to do one side. So this one, we folded it in half, and then we've got that folded and that folded. So I'd like to keep that as it is. I was thinking I can probably put some squares of paper over those two, and they can be like little bits of journaling space, and then, you know, perhaps a couple of shall we do it? Let's do one of them, and then we can see what we're saying. So I've got some nice paper here. I think this was from that grabby box that I had, and I'll cut these down to size. So I'm going to use the Decoupage trimmer because Denise has just got one, and I was saying to her, I forget to use mine. I used it loads when I first had it, and then I kind of forgot about it, which is a shame because it's, you know, I love it. I love the way it cuts. It is noisy, which I don't know if that put me off using it. Nobody you know, moaned about it or anything, but yeah, that might be, or it might be that I literally just forgot about it. So let's cut both of these down to get them smaller, and to get that decoupage edge all the way around. Obviously you can use any paper to put over, you know, pictures or text that you don't want. So that should be fine. Let's pop that back up there. Right, so we'll just move that one out of the way. So I'm going to ink around those. So if we had those there, obviously we've got that crease, so I won't be creasing these down until it's totally dry. Then it stands a better chance of, you know, being able to fold nice. Now I could, if I wanted tear this and stick it on as two pieces, but it's not that thick, so I think it will stick down fine and be folded around that crease fine. So I'm just going to give it a bit of ink. So I've got a little bit of a writing spot here. Could use some lined paper or some check paper or whatever. Let's get, I'm going to get the collal out, I think. So get all around the edges first. Yep. And then I want to put a fair bit on because I want to make sure that there's glue where that crease is going to be. So that's that. So we'll pop that there. Okay. And this one down here. You could also stick another picture over the top to go with, you know, the theme you're doing. You could do it with another picture from a book or from your digitals. Okay, I'll stick that there. Let me just stick that over there a bit. That's that. Trying to just get it onto the edge. Okay, and I can see that now. That's it. So that's those down, and then like I say, I could leave the text just as it is. You could gesso over it to make it go more into the background. I think I'm going to put a couple of these stamps down just on here. These are transfers from Tapeology. I know she's got some new transfers in. She's got some lovely botanicals, some taller ones. I do have a coupon code for them, and you can find it in the description. All you need to do is use my link and put my code in at the checkout, and I think it's 20% off. And if you spend, you know, over a certain amount, you get free shipping. She ships worldwide, well, as far as I know. You know, I know she does America and what have you. So I'll stick that there. I'll find something to rub it with. I did have a special stick, okay. Oh, I can see it. Okay, stick that there. Is my stick. It's just a lolly kind of stick. So just give them a good rub, especially around the edges. I do love the transfers. You know, it adds obviously no bulk at all, and you know, once they're down, they're down. And storage wise, you know, these pages don't take no room up. You know, the pages that they come on, so they're easy to store. So I'm just lifting it up to see if it's all come off. Yep, there we go, lovely. And it kind of like blends into the background, whereas you know, a real stamp or a faux stamp, what's on card or paper, is obviously raised a little bit, but these seem to just melt. It's just that bit there, and if you lift it up beforehand, it does seem to join. You know, you can't really see that it's, oh, I don't think that one wants to do it. Maybe there's something underneath that's stopping it. Right, we're just not doing it. That's a little rip one, which is absolutely fine. I'm going to put this on, just trying to work out which way it goes. Right, put that there. Love that one, how it's got the postage, you know, the stamp, the ink stamp. That's it. Lovely. And then I don't think that one's the right one for that. Let's have another reddish one. And that's going on there anyway, so you won't see it. Okay, just put those back in there. Give this a is that enough? I wonder if it's this bit of paper. Ah, that's fine. Lovely. So that's, you know, just give that a little bit of something. So let's see what stickers I've got. I don't know where they are. Sure. Oh, I know where they are. I've put that kind of thing in this tray. Let's put that in there. That's it. Oh, so I've got a window. That'd be nice. Got a gentleman. Oh, I've got a car. That would have sat there. Oh, I don't know. Looks okay with the awesome carriage. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, oops. So these stickers I think are from your Creative Studio box. Okay, that's that one. And this one. And I obviously need to ink this page up. I think it would be nice with a few little splashes. I've been umming and ahhing if to buy the black soot. Oh, come on. The black soot in a spray. Because I know, you know, you can flick paint at it, but it's getting the paint out and the water out. Because, you know, you think about these things as you're going, and obviously with me videoing, I don't want to keep stopping and starting. So I think that would be nice with a little bit of washi down it. So let's put that down it. This video isn't about this. I'm just doing it just to show, you know, what I would do on the other side. That was a kind of a reminder to myself, because I was kind of forgetting what I was doing. I'm enjoying this. I just tore a bit of that text off, but that's fine. So we'll put that there, and then maybe let's do a thinner one. I know I've got a small tape measure. These are Tim Holtz tapes. Yeah, washi tapes. Just do that there. Then maybe I don't know, a little bit out there. Obviously this will be in half. And a little bit, yeah, I'll do it off like that. So that's that side, and like I say, I'm going to keep that as it is. So on this side, I'm going to decoupage with the tissue. Now we used this the other day doing the backgrounds, so I thought instead of putting them away, this is a good way to use them. So all I'm going to do is glue. That reminds me, ink, lid on. Pop that up there so I've got some space. I'm going to need bigger scissors out to cut it off. Pop them washi there. So let's just concentrate on this half. So I'm going to totally cover it with the glue stick. When we used the tissue last time, we did it with the matte medium. We used a white one, and we used the is it called Antique? It's the brown Distress Tim Holtz one. Okay, making sure I've got all the edges. So I'm going up and down to make sure that, well, to try and make sure that I've got everything. And hopefully I'm just going to lay this down and there'll be, you know, nothing on the edge. So I'm going to hopefully hold it like this and try and line that up. I've gone a little bit longer there, which I can cut off. So even though you can still see the photographs behind, it's, you know, they're not as noticeable. And if I wanted to cover that more, I could obviously put something else over the top. So I've not got that bit. Okay. So that's going to be where it sews into the signature. So when it's dry, I think I will just ink that, or I could go, not going into the middle because we don't want that sticky tape in his middle. So I'm just away from it, and that covers that. So we'll leave that to dry a little minute. And just giving it a bit of a okay, turn it over. If I'd got just bits of tissue, which I'm obviously that's what I'm gonna end up with, I'd have just done a kind of collage with different tissues. Now, you don't obviously have to cover your whole page in it like I'm doing. You could just do over the bits that you're not keen on, like I did there. So I could do with getting closer to that, but I'll do that when it's dry. Love that. And it's gonna, once it's dry, it's gonna have a lovely feel. And obviously I need to trim that off, which I can again do when it's dry. So I don't know if to just use this one up on here. Well, I might as well, hadn't I? Let's get it used up. Okay, so I'll totally cover it again without ripping the page in half. And then we're going to end up with a biggish gap there. So I could either patch it up with a different tissue. I could put another kind of writing space on there. Could put a picture on there. Could leave it and just ink it or stencil it or stamp it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll see what it looks like. Right. I'm gonna literally rip that bit off and patch it up because I just think that'd be easier. So I don't want to go really right into the middle. Pulling that down. Now that's crumpled and that's fine. I think with tissue you can get away with with that crumpling, whereas when you're using napkins, I'm not so keen on the, oop, not stop that. I'm not so keen on the crumpling when it's napkins, but yeah, there's something about tissue. I just think it looks fine. Right, so that's that, and then I will try as much as possible to jigsaw that together, like so. Lovely. Okay. So what do I want to do with that? See, I could put a whole, let's have a look, have I got any more of those papers, what I've just used? I'm going to have to pause in a second if it carries on. So you could put something, you know, like that, just put a bit of washi tape there. I mean, I could stick that down and that'd be a bit of a top tuck if I wanted to do that. So this is some of the paper that we coffee stained at the table. So do I want that? I would have liked to have had some more of that brown paper left, which I've just used, but I don't. I don't think I've got any. I've got a frame. That's from the Gentleman Cat. Right, so it's either this. Ooh, I've got some. Ooh, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to run some washi tape across the top. And probably just down there again. I'm not faffing, you know, changing washi tape. I'm not using the same one to keep it the same. I'm just using the same one because that's what's out. Okay, because these aren't on a bend. That one might be, but I've not put glue behind it, but this is still sticky anyway, so I think that will help it. Right, let's do some cutting down, and hopefully once it's dry it won't be as flimsy either. The page, it's not flimsy, but it's thin. And obviously because it's wet, it's made it feel flimsier. Okay, so that's that. Let's take this down. Okay. So I want to keep that. I'm not bothered about the little bits. I'd rather patch it with washi tape. Okay, that's okay. Right. I'll use that bit. I'm going to ink around that, even though it's been coffee stained or tea stained, I can't remember. I just want to age around it. I'm using Vintage Photo. Yeah, and then I'll stick that there. I like that. And then, you know, I could stick other things over it if I wanted to, but I'll probably end up putting pockets or what have you on these pages. Now, it must have been at the beginning of the year, or it could have been last year, I can't remember. I have got a couple of covers made up. Well, I've got 2 made up, and I've got 2 made up but without toppers on the front. So I will be doing them. I don't know if I'll be doing them off screen, on screen. We shall see what other projects I come up with. Right, let's just pop a bit of glue there, because that does keep coming up. So that is that one covered. So I think that will be fine to fold down like so. And I think this one will be too. Oh, got that on there. So I suppose it doesn't matter where I fold it now. I don't know where I put my bone folder. Okay, that's creased nice, and then we've got that. And I think there and there, I'm just going to put a bit of stamping. Like so. Okay, and obviously I could put some little teeny tiny bits of like the Tim Holtz ephemera, but I don't want to get them out at the minute. So that is one of the pages done. I really like it. I can always glue that down if it's not stuck. Okay, so I'm going to leave that out to properly dry, and we've got us creases in, so that's good. So let's do one of the music pages. So we've got that. That's what's going to be sewn into the signature. I think I'll just do this side and then put in the tissue over there. Will reinforce that a bit. Now, I think if I put washi tape down there, I don't think it will, then the tissue won't stick. So I am gonna put a strip down here. Okay. Don't rip it more. It's supposed to be mending it, not making it worse. Right, we'll just leave that like that a minute. Okay, so I'm going to start off by using what we've got left over on the, this one. Or shall I do that? That might be nice there. Okay, let's do that. A little bit more difficult now because I obviously don't know where. Oh, I'm not explaining that properly. Obviously I don't know where the picture starts and ends, so I just went bigger just to make sure that I'd got glue where I needed it. Okay, so that's that bit. We'll put this one here. So if I go down like so. Can you see the music behind? Oh, you can. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you'd be able to or not. that's that bit, and then I've got a teeny tiny bit, which I'll just put that on that corner. Now I could obviously leave that as it is, and that would be fine. And then hopefully I'm going to fill in with the sewing pattern. So I'm just going to rip it down to make it a little bit more manageable. So if I get the kind of full page, I might have to fill in with washi or something, because there might be gaps. Really, I should have put this on first and then gone over it with the bits what was left, but that sounded like a waste. So let's try and get that bit. So that would be fine for there. And then it probably would be best to cut that with the scissors. I'm just away from the desk because I've got it right up in my face. Okay. I think that will work. There'll be just a little bit that I need to fill in, but I've got that bit, so I might be able to patch that up with that. So I want to be careful of not, you know, scraping it over what we've already stuck down. Just all of a sudden gone hungry. But I was thirsty a little while ago, so maybe it's because I'm thirsty. I'm filming this the same day as I folded these pages, so I think you'll have seen that Thursday, and it should now be Saturday. I am 4 weeks in front with my videos, so I think it's like the 20th of September at the moment. So not a lot's happening. Ryan's been getting the garden, you know, autumn ready. Still a few more jobs to do, but we've had a lot of rain. So, you know, and then when it's day off and stuff, they seem to be the rainy days. But yeah, it's got quite far. So I'm just gonna fill in. You don't have to fill in. I think, you know, because I've started filling in, that's kind of what I'm doing. Eleanor's been back at school a couple of weeks now. I'm hoping she's got into some kind of routine. It's been a bumpy ride so far, getting her back in and back into it. So hopefully, I think I'm going to put that over, because where's it? Oh, it gets sewn in there, doesn't it? I can put washi tape over there. Yeah, so she's took a bit, and she's in a final year. She will have to go on to college or sixth form or some training course or what have you, because now in the UK they do need to be in some kind of form of education till they're 18, which is, I don't know how long it's been going now, only a couple of years. I don't know if this is the second or third year. I know it's a newer thing, which you know, I'm in full agreement. I do think they should be in some form of education till 18. I think 16's a bit young to be working. I mean, you work all your life, so, you know, and they're making the pension age, you know, older and older, so, yeah. I think if you get the opportunity to go and work abroad and stuff when you're young, I think that's a really good idea. Or go to uni and have, you know, a gap year, experience some other kind of life before you start on that working path. Just patching this up. Which is fine because you can't see that it's patched. I'm just gonna go over that, just soft. She says as she was bang bang banging. I could put that across the bottom, couldn't I? Just thinking it'll make it easier for when I'm ripping a piece down to put there. Now that fits there nice. I'll just fill that in. A bit of washi. We've got a bit of washi stuck there. So yes, it's been a stressful few weeks. I've had lots of phone calls, emails and notifications from school and what have you. She's found it difficult since lockdown. She's not really been the same, but you know, that could have happened anyway. Teenagers they can be a challenge, can't they? Some for just a small amount of time, and some, you know, forever, or some for longer. I'll say my oldest two girls, I think I suppose the same between 15 and 16, but there wasn't I don't know the right word to use. Yeah, I don't know what word to use because I don't want to say trouble. So yeah, you know, we had COVID, and then my mum suddenly passed away, you know, from not COVID, but yeah, it was very, very sudden. You know, she was still working. She wasn't of an age, so yeah, I do, you know, I've had my own issues with both of those things, so I do get it. It's just not come at a great time when you're in the final year, doing exams and things, and it feels as if school have kind of given up with her, which, yeah, isn't great at all. So that's that. What else is going off? So the granddaughters, they've all gone back to school. You know how they are when they're little. They love going back, don't they? Well, I suppose not all of them do, but Yeah, I think the majority of them when they're young, they eager to be with the friends. You know, they obviously can't really go out and socialise on their own. So, you know, teenagers don't kind of need school as that. I think I'm just going to put that over the top. You can still see it underneath. So that'll make it more interesting. Yes, so Abby is in her final year of junior school, so she will be going up to secondary school next year, so that's comprehensive, which seems absolutely crazy that Elna will be leaving school and Abby will be just starting, you know, big school. And yeah, the other two have gone back. Lovely. And Toby, who is just 3, he started going in the afternoons, which I don't know, I think it's far too early myself, but I think it's fine when you've got to go out to work. But you know, my daughter's I don't know what you call it now. I'm sure you don't call it a housewife, a homemaker. So yeah, I think, you know, she'd prefer him. Well, I've not asked her. I don't know if she'd prefer him at home or what. I definitely would prefer him at home if I was, you know, didn't have to work. So yes, he's afternoons now. I don't know when he goes full days. I don't think it would be Christmas. I'm thinking it would probably be Easter. So yes, she's only got baby Posy at home, who is going to be 1. You'll have seen this before. It'll have happened before you see this, but she'll be 1, and on Halloween, and yeah, she's having a birthday bash in a, you know, like community centre. I'm guessing they've had a bouncy castle and what have you, because I think it'll be a big party because you know, all the children have got their own friends and stuff, and I'm sure they'll be wanting, you know, 1 or 2 of their own friends, and then my daughter's, you know, got friends, mum friends, and then family and that. So and I think we're dressing up with it being Halloween. So I do have a lovely black sweatshirt. I've had it a couple of years, but I've obviously only wore it once every year. So it's black and it's got a big pumpkin on the front out of sequins. It's fabulous. So I should just wear that. I was thinking if I see a headband, I really would like a big orange bow to put in my hair, like a hairband. I'm just putting this over the top because I have missed parts out in the middle. So okay, so that is that one, which I think will look very, very nice once it's dry, and hopefully it doesn't bubble up. I mean, what I could do you think I could? What I was thinking is I could go over with my roller board. Would it stick to the board, and then when I lift it off, rip it? Shall we see? Well, it's not ripped it, but I don't think it's done any good. Right, let's get that dried flat. So 44 already, crikey. Right, let's do this one, and I'll probably call it well, I will call it a day after. So I quite like that picture. I mean, I like the swans. This is really sticky now. Let me take that off and let's go back to me older scrubbier one. Right. So I'm going to cover those in the paper again. Do writing spots. Oh, so that's going to be covered in tissue anyway. So this one, I'm going to do it in the in this one. Now, I'm thinking if I did it that way, even though the pattern's running not the right way, which, you know, I don't think that matters. Because if I did it that way, oh, that would still be okay. I'd just have that to fill in. So what I might do is, what does that cover? No, it just wants to be a little bit wider. Is that wide enough? Yeah, so I might glue that down and then put that over the top. Yeah, that's nice. So let's find some writing spaces for these. I'd got that tea stained, hadn't I? I've got 2 of those. Well, I think I've got 3 or 4. So get the chopper. I'll get the, oh dear. So I'm going to craft a lunch then. Let's cut these down. Don't matter if they not straight. I'm going to say I'd prefer them not straight. Yeah. Oh, come on. Smell that coffee. I'm definitely ready for a coffee. I've not had one yet. I have been not drinking as much coffee. Not that I'm a massive coffee drinker anyway. I definitely drink more tea than coffee. But yeah, I'm going to say I'm limiting myself to 2 a day. I'm not limiting myself. I'm just choosing to have 2 cups a day. If by chance I have 3, then fair enough. But yeah, I'm just trying not to. And say I felt like the horror rise up when I said I'm limiting myself. It's like, oh my goodness, I now need to drink X amount of cups of coffee. So yeah, I'm just I'm not drinking as many. Okay, so I'm going to stick those down. Yep. So where does it fold? Yeah, and they not quite the middle, but let's have glue on. No, that one doesn't get folded. That one. This one does. So we'll just put a little bit of something on again to decorate it. I might grab a different washi. But are you all sick of seeing the other one? Right. Let's go back to this one. I've just got well, you'll know if you've been watching me a while. When I start a project, I get, you know, everything out and in this tray and that other tray. And, you know, I normally get just 2 or 3 washes out because I just don't like to have a lot of choice. Not in you know, everyday life. I want plenty of choices. But I do like to limit it with crafting, you know, one for space and another for time, and not getting, you know, flustered and making big decisions about what washi am I going to use, because if you like everything that you've bought, then you know, most of the things should go. I'll just put that on. Just uses it up, doesn't it? I like that. Right. Where was those stickers? Oh, they was in here. I hope I've not been too off screen, you know, too down. I've got one of those, they're from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. Quite like those. That's from cut out the Tim Holtz paper. Quite like that. Let's have a look what that window looks like. It might just fill the space more. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to put those on there. I'm not going to put anything on these this time. I think with putting that, with this one being quite a bit darker, I don't think it needs it. It doesn't need these shrinking anymore. Okay, put that there. Like so. That's straight. It's not really. Oh, it's gonna have to go. That looks fine. Okay, so that's that side. We'll keep those on. I think that's quite interesting. And then we'll cover this. So I did say I was going to put that. Was it this bit? Oh no. Put it here. So I'm just going to stick the whole thing down. And I need to try and cover that space a bit more, you know, not leave a gap. Not a gap with no glue, so we don't have those air pockets. Okay, let's get the lid on my newer vintage photo. Right, just clearing a bit of space because that's quite big, isn't it? So doing it that way. Yeah. So let's do this side first. I'm going to have to clean my table and clean that matte thing. My glue's gone really squodgy. I think the sun's come out now. I think we are going to have a couple of days of sun, which is good because it's done nothing but rain, and I've got lots of washing to get dry. Okay, hopefully that will cover it. I'm stuck. Oh, the tissue's fell on the floor. Right, let me get it the right way. So I'm not going to be precise with it at the bottom, because I can just cut that off and I can use the offcuts. Oh, I've missed a bit, but that's fine. I can put washi down there. Okay, where's my glue stick? Let's lift that up and get that down. Ooh, that's going to look lovely. Okay, now that isn't very wet, whereas that other one, because I'd put loads of patches on, it was quite wet, so I feel okay doing this on this side because I know that it's not going to stick to it. That will, because that's obviously add some put over the top. So let's cut this down. I should probably clean my scissors as well. I've got glue all over them. Oops, just went into the paper. Okay, I'm going to say you are best to leave it to dry. I'm obviously just doing it now because I want to see what it looks like, and I want you to see what it looks like before we finish the video. Okay, so yeah, I've just got one to do off screen, so I will try and use up any bits what are ripped off. I'll use those. Okay, get this bottom cut off. Yeah, I think they've made really nice pages, and I think as well using the tissue, you know, with a napkin, you'd have to do a lot more patching on, because a lot of them wouldn't cover book page. Sorry if you've just got a blank screen, haven't you? Okay. Oh, I love that. Lovely. So keep that for the next one, and then we'll just put some washi down here. I think I'm going to use. No, let's go for the really dark one. Do really like that one. Ooh, might have to. I'll cut that down after. Let's go in with the tape measure, if I can ever find the end. Okay. I think I'm going to do some down here like so, and that's still really gluey, so that should stick down no problem. So that is today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. It's a little bit different. I don't, you know, very often do these types of videos, so it makes a change. We're gonna have lots of decorating videos coming up, so yeah, this has made a nice change, and then I can get, you know, all my decorating done in a few sessions, And yeah, we'll already then have some pages. We'll have as a family decorated up, and then we'll be able to make some embellishments. And yeah, then we'll be ready to do projects. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to. Oh, I need to put that down. I'm going to leave this on the floor to dry. I'll sit and do the last one, and then get tidied up. Oh, I still didn't do the other project that I wanted to do. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do it. Time flies. I don't know how I used to do like 30-40 minute videos. I suppose now I'm picking different kind of projects to do because I'm giving, you know, myself more time because I'm doing longer ones. But yeah, time flies, and I think you get into it more because you're doing it longer. So yeah, okay, I'm going. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.